Hey guys, Daniel Sablini here. I want to do this video to really try to help you guys understand, what is it that tax planning is and why has it only been available to select people, the wealthiest people in the country, the top 1%. And so the answer to there's a couple pieces to it. Number one, tax planning has to be done for the individual business. It can't be done just blanketly. And that's one of the biggest things. I think people think there's some secret sauce or whatever. That's not true at all. It really is individualized. Number two, it's industry specific. So somebody who has the knowledge to do tax planning for restaurants is probably not going to know how to do tax planning for healthcare or real estate or a variety of other industries. The way this used to be done is you would have a couple of accountants, two or three accountants, and one or two lawyers. And you get kind of like this panel of experts together who would be your team to do your tax plan for you. And if you're in the top 1% and you can invest 20, 25 grand between accountants and lawyers and research and billable hours and all this stuff, this panel of experts would collaborate and you would get a tax plan. So what we kind of pioneered over the last 3 years was getting enough, books and cliff notes and making all these different pieces of a process and putting them together to be able to provide the knowledge that you normally find in those 3 to 5 different people from two different professions, and creating a knowledge base that could allow us to do tax planning for at least a specific industry. So that's kind of what we did. We got this knowledge together and we invested a considerable amount of time and money into the resources to put this together. So by doing that, by talking to all these lawyers and accountants and continuing to invest in consultations and in knowledge and in different tax resources that are out there, there's a lot of paid tax resources, some of them better than others. We were able to create this process first for healthcare, and now I've created it for real estate. So essentially what we did and what I do for you is I bring you the knowledge that would normally require multiple people, this panel of experts that would cost you tens of thousands of dollars in fees to get this tax plan made for you, and I have a system that allows me to do that for you. And I continue to invest in this system. I have a lot invested in the system as it is. A lot of people have used it and gotten great results from it. There's more and more testimonials now being added to my website at realestatetaxplanning.com. And those are people who have worked with the system and gotten great results out of it. So I hope this helps everyone kind of get a grasp of, what is tax planning, why do you need it, and why is it only really available to the top 1%? Because a lot of people that's a common kind of theme with the modern culture in the United States is the top percentage of people pay a low effective tax rate considering their income, and a lot of it does have to do with there's deductions, there's advanced strategies, there's how you structure your legal entities, what types of income you have, there's tax loopholes you can use, there's all this different stuff that if used correctly saves you a ton of money, if used wrong could cost you a lot of money, and getting the knowledge to figure out how to use them for yourself used to just not be very available. No one really made it available. And now in today's age, there's people like me who are out here making this knowledge and this service available to everyone. People like you watching this who maybe you got a GCI of 150 grand, 250 grand, or maybe more. You can now afford to have a tax plan, and in a way, it really doesn't cost you money to get a tax plan, because I've never seen a scenario where a tax planning fee produced by our system was, not 1/3 to 1/4 of what the client saves per year every year. So it doesn't really cost you anything to do tax planning, at least with our system it doesn't, and it's something that it really hasn't been available. So if you've been in this business for 20 years, unless you had your panel of experts come in, or unless you happen to have someone who has a system like mine that we've pioneered over the last few years, which most of you probably don't, then you're losing money on taxes every single year. So I'm going to throw this up on social media. I'm going to throw it up on my site, and I hope a lot of people get to watch this. I hope it gives them a different perspective on how tax planning should be approached, for the modern age. And I hope to talk to some of you soon. I hope I get to help you, make your business better. Thank you.